place. I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, stays not safe. Before you cross me, look both ways. Leaving the scene with no trace, none in my league. You out of place, I'm not at the top, I'm outer space. Can't eat with us, we're out of place. I'm doing fine, I'm feeling great. You're not my fan, you can't relate. Straight talk going, state to state.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Vinny here once again for another 5 questions. And I am here with the one and only, the amazing, the wonderful ThunderRosa.
I'm so thirsty. Hi. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah, I know, it was great. You guys put on a great, the ladies put on a great match, but it was nice to meet you too, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't wrestle, but it was a lot of fun to watch them do their thing, you know?
Yeah.
And as a student of the game, I learned a lot from all of them.
Yeah. All right, number 1. What is your fondest memory in wrestling?
I don't know, maybe my first match because it was so bad, and then winning the championship, the NWA Women's Championship, and winning the AEW Women's Championship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that you're just like admitting that your first match was so bad.
Well, it was like I went and I did a job, right, and it was bad.
Number 2, what is one thing on your life bucket list that you haven't done yet?
Oof, there's a couple. Learning how to surf. I'm terrified of deep waters in the ocean. I don't know how to swim right, but I'm gonna one day, do that. Another one's probably jumping out of a plane, skydiving. Yeah, I think that'll be really cool. Yeah.
I'm so scared to do both of those things.
Hey, I haven't done it. I'm gonna do it one day. As soon as my back is okay to go, girl, I'm gonna be on that plane. Number 1 thing I'm gonna do.
Number 3, representation in wrestling is very important. How does it feel being a representative of Latin America in wrestling?
It's a great responsibility because I think a lot of the times people have misconceptions about Latinos, and they kind of categorize us in one thing, but Latinos are very diverse. You have Mexican, you have Salvadorian, you have Nicaraguans, you got Guatemalans. You got so many, and we're not the same, right? But as a representative of the Latinos, I like to represent my culture, which is I'm Mexican. I was born and raised in Mexico. Represent that and encourage everyone who is from Latin America to be themselves.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are amazing. The food is delicious, so can't go wrong.
True. Yeah, that is true.
Number 4, is there any opponent that you faced in all of your career that has that fight forever feel for you?
Oof. I would say Athena. She's one of them. Who else have I? Jody Threat is really fun. She has that. I love that. Who else? I can't really think in the back of my head. There's a couple. Those are the ones that I can think more recently. Yes.
Yeah. The 5th and final question. There is some talk that you're asking for a release. Do you have any comment on that situation?
Stop reading dirt sheets. That's what I have to say. God. Do you really thought I was asking for my release? That's a funny thing. One of my best friends actually called me. He was like, "Hey girl, are you asking for a release?" Okay, first of all, I'm not even on Twitter. So if you guys are putting this without asking me personally directly, or actually asking AEW, stop with that shit. Knock it off.
Well, we did ask directly though. We just did.
I know she did, but nobody else does. But stop reading dirt sheets.
Stop reading dirt sheets. So what you're saying is don't believe the hype.
If it's come from my mouth, yeah.
Okay.
If I haven't said it, that means it's not true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I guess I was training that night for no reason. I'm serious.
Well, thank you again for coming on 5 Questions. It was so nice to have you.
Well, thank you. Welcome. Thanks for waiting. I totally forgot. I was like, oh yeah, they're interviewing me today.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to get notified each time we post a video. And I'll see you guys until next time. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week for another great episode on all available podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. Also, check us out on YouTube at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Instagram at Straight Talk Wrestling, on Facebook at Straight Talk Wrestling, and on Twitter at _Straight Talk. And if you feel the need to buy some sweet merch, check us out on ProWrestlingTees.com.
leaving the scene with no trace. None in my league, you out of place. I'm not at the top, I'm outer space. Can't eat with